African businesses, big and small, have been making it in the United Arab Emirates for many years. That's why the South African Business Council has been in the Dubai Expo, helping many South African businesses establish themselves in the UAE. I caught up with the Secretary General of the Council, Sajid Gani, to talk about how hard it is to break into the international market, and asked him first, though, about the successes and challenges they have faced as a council.
The change in approach and outlook of the Business Council is stark. If we just have a look at SAPCO's choice of strategic themes, that in itself shows a marked change from the traditional approach of business councils. Our strategic themes at the South African Business Council can be classified, I guess, in three value horizons, if you like: connecting, facilitating, and accelerating. Connecting people is really connecting via networking events, thought leadership sessions. For example, today's Founder Stories event is exactly that. It's connecting people, in a way where they can listen to some of the other success stories. Our facilitating approach is more deliberate, where we undertake very facilitated and targeted, focused introductions between businesses wanting to operate between South Africa and the UAE. And those are often either South African businesses wanting to come here, or also local Emirati or multinational businesses in the UAE who see opportunity in South Africa, and they want to establish some sort of trade relationship. And that's our strength, because we really the players on both sides, and quite often we can co-create when necessary, and we've done that.
How would you characterize this world's biggest expo, and what does it mean for businesses that are associated with SAPCO?
Yeah, I think Expo has been phenomenal, right? I think we've all seen the videos, we've seen the photos. I think what the UAE government created there is absolutely fantastic, and it's really it's something that will live in our memories for a very long time. So I think if you look at Expo and what it's done for South African businesses, in essence, it's provided exposure and it's created awareness. We have some fantastic success stories in South Africa, and we all know about them as South Africans. But what Expo has done now, it's provided an ideal platform to showcase our incredible talent and skills to the rest of the world. And I'm personally hugely excited to see how this manifests over the coming years. Quite interesting, in fact. Many South Africans will know about ALEC. ALEC is a successful South African construction company here in the UAE. They've been incredibly successful over the years, and they were actually responsible for constructing many of the impressive pavilions at Expo. And just yet another fantastic, proudly South African story.
I guess these are stories about getting started, and also about telling entrepreneurs out there and those who are having similar big dreams of making it out in the world, that they are not alone in being apprehensive or scared about taking that first step to reach their dreams.
Exactly. I think 100%. As I said, I'm really hoping that by telling some of these stories, we will encourage and inspire others to embark on their own journeys and to come build their own legacies here in the UAE or elsewhere in the world. We've got some brilliant people on the panel today. They all had dreams, they had visions, and they've achieved it. Look, I'm pretty sure it wasn't easy, right? They would have had many obstacles and challenges along the way, but that's life. But they proved that it is possible. And I think we have so many more talented people in South Africa who can do the same. And if we can play our small part today in telling the stories of people who have been successful, hopefully that will be a source of inspiration for others to come and do the same.
Expo 2020 Dubai is drawing to a close in a couple of weeks. What else are you still looking forward to in the weeks to come? And what is the common thread about the Expo you have picked up from other delegates that are part of the founders event there about this Expo, and what they've learned about venturing outside of their borders to start something new?
Yeah, so as you rightly said, Expo 2020 and the incredible show is about to come to a close. And I think there's a lot of momentum now in the last few weeks, as you would expect. So I'm looking forward to that. We've actually got a fantastic South African weekend coming up, 21st, 26th, up through the 28th of March, where we're going to be showcasing a lot of what South Africa has to offer at Expo. So I'm really looking forward to that. I guess, in terms of common threads about Expo, for me, the biggest takeaway from Expo has been that possibilities are truly endless. Anything is possible if we work together. If we just look at the motto as an example for Expo 2020, Expo's 2020 motto is connecting minds, creating the future. And their stated aim is to foster creativity, innovation, and collaboration between nations, cultures, and institutions. Now, the key words here are collaboration and innovation. Now, from a South African perspective, firstly, as evident today, actually, when we look at the founder stories and the success stories, South Africans are renowned for world-first innovations. We know them, creepy crawly. I can rattle them off, right? We are renowned for world-first innovations. And secondly, actually, personally, I love that the theme of collaborating and connecting to create something identifies so well with the principle of Ubuntu, right? So together as South Africans, we can make great things happen, and we can create even more fantastic stories if we do it together. We can go forth and we can build a lot more legacies. And I think for me, that's a key takeaway that we can take from Expo and build on it. And very appropriately, that happens to align exactly with our core purpose as the South African Business Council here in the UAE.
Before I let you go, let me ask what message you have for South African entrepreneurs who are listening to you right now and have dreams of making it abroad in the Emirati, in the UAE, or a city like Dubai?
I think, just look at some of the success stories that are out there. Today's founder stories panel is showcases some of them. And as I said, these are not huge corporates. These are people, like us, ordinary people who just wanted to do something. South Africans are renowned for creating and making a difference wherever they go. We've got, we've got an environment here in the UAE that's ripe for South Africans wanting to come and stake their claim and make their name. South Africans have got a very good track record and very good reputation in the UAE. So our message to entrepreneurs or South African business people wanting to set up here, come speak to us, come make it happen, come build your legacy. Lots of people have done it before you. Lots of people will continue doing it after you. Come make it happen, and we will help you.